Hey everyone, I'm Dan, owner of The Comforted Kitty, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a question that a lot of cat owners face when it's time to travel. Are cats allowed in hotels? If you're like me, you probably don't want to leave your kitty behind while you go on a trip. But traveling with your cat isn't always as simple as just booking a hotel. So let's break down everything you need to know about staying at a hotel with your cat and whether that's really the best option for you both. First things first, the big question. Do hotels actually allow cats? The good news is, yes, some hotels do. In fact, a handful of hotel chains are pretty pet-friendly. We're talking about places like Holiday Inn Express, Embassy Suites, Residence Inn, Kimpton Hotels, Marriott, La Quinta, and Best Western, just to name a few. Some Red Roof Inn and Quality Inn locations also welcome pets. It's definitely possible to find a hotel where your cat will be allowed to stay with you, but here's the catch. Not all hotels are created equal. Just because one location of a hotel chain allows cats, that doesn't mean all their locations will. Each hotel has its own policy, and they can vary dramatically. Some locations might have 2 pets per room policy, others may only allow cats during certain seasons or charge extra fees for pets. There's also the chance that your cat will not be allowed to stay alone in the room. Some hotels might even have very specific rules about how your cat behaves. So if your cat is prone to zoomies or vocalizing a lot, you might run into some issues. So, should you stay at one of these cat-friendly hotels? I won't say it's never a good idea, but in my experience, it's not always the smoothest option. Let me explain why. For starters, cats are creatures of habit. They don't exactly thrive in new, unfamiliar environments. As a matter of fact, cats attach to their home environment quite strongly and work out a routine that can be quite precise. We all know our cats have several favorite laying spots in the home, and if you watch them closely enough, you'll probably see they do the same things around the same time of day each day in your home. So being stuck in a hotel room might make your cat anxious and stressed. You could see some behavioral changes, maybe your cat gets vocal, or even develops digestive issues. Trust me, you don't want your trip to be filled with the sound of a cat meowing all night or cleaning up messes in a hotel room. On top of that, most hotels don't provide many amenities for your cat. You'll have to bring everything from a pet bed to a litter box. And even though some hotels have designated areas for dogs, your cat likely will be confined to the room the entire time. It's not ideal for a curious kitty who loves to explore. Also, let's talk about litter boxes for a minute. Hotel bathrooms are usually pretty small, so finding the right spot for a litter box can be challenging. And you'll need to clean it regularly, which means you might be making trips to the dumpster a lot more often than you'd like. Now, you're also pretty far from your vet when you're traveling. If something happens and your cat needs medical attention, you'll be relying on an unfamiliar vet, which adds even more stress to both you and your cat. And let's not forget that as much as we'd love to take our cats everywhere, there will be times you'll have to leave her alone in the room. It's hard to enjoy a nice dinner or meeting when you're worried about your cat being stressed or worse, getting into trouble. And here's another thing. Most pet-friendly hotels only allow a couple of pets per room. So if you have several cats, staying in a hotel may not even be an option. And if they do allow multiple cats, expect to pay an extra fee for each one. Okay, so let's say you've decided to go ahead and stay in a pet-friendly hotel. Here are a few tips to make the experience a little easier for both you and your cat. First, schedule a vet visit for your trip. You don't want any surprises while you're away, so make sure your cat is healthy and up to date on vaccinations, especially since you don't know how well the hotel room is clean from the previous pets staying in there. Always call ahead to confirm the hotel's pet policy. Policies can vary not only from hotel chain to chain, but even from location to location. And make sure to ask about extra fees or limitations on how many pets they allow per room. It's also a good idea to bring a comfortable crate for your cat, especially if you're traveling by car or plane. You'll probably need it when you leave her alone in the room too. And don't forget her favorite toys, blanket, or anything else that might comfort her during this stressful time. If your cat eats kibble, pre-portion her meals in reusable containers to make feeding easier while you're on the road. Also, don't forget to make sure your cat has ID tags and a microchip. Traveling can increase the risk of her getting lost, and you'll want to be sure she can be returned to you as quickly as possible. So, as you can see, while staying in a cat-friendly hotel is an option, it's far from ideal. It's stressful for both you and your cat, and you still have to deal with all the logistics of managing her needs in an unfamiliar environment. But what if I told you there's a better way? Instead of dealing with the hassle of traveling with your cat, why not leave her in the care of a professional cat sitter? Professional pet sitters are dedicated providing your cat with the care and attention they deserve while you're away. You usually get the opportunity to meet the sitter beforehand to ensure that they're the perfect match for your cat. Professional pet sitters also usually carry specific credentials such as being background checked, insured, bonded, and part of a professional pet sitting organization like Pet Sitters International. So you can have the peace of mind knowing that your cat is in safe hands. Plus, professional cat sitters often customize their care for your cat's specific needs, whether they require special food, medication, or just a little extra TLC. So there you have it. While some hotels may accept cats, it's often not the best solution for either of you. In my years of experience as a professional pet sitter, the one thing that sticks out to me more than anything else when talking with a new client about their previous pet sitting experience is that their cat loves to be at the home and hates being taken out of it temporarily, whether that's moving, traveling on a trip, going to the vet, or really anywhere else besides their own space. If you really do not want to stress out your cat any more than they already will be because of your absence, take my advice and leave them at home, either with a friend, family member, neighbor, or preferably a professional pet sitter. You'll notice them much happier and content than any sort of convenience you might get out of taking them with you to a hotel. If you're looking for a stress-free and comfortable option for your feline friend, consider using an in-home cat sitter like those at The Comforted Kitty. You can relax knowing your cat is safe and happy at home while you're away. To learn more or to schedule a cat sitter, just head over to our website, thecomfortedkitty.com. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to care for your cat. Safe travels, and we'll see you next time.